All right, so today we're diving deep into Solana
Solana, yeah.
and specifically its price potential.
Okay.
We've got some really interesting technical analysis to break down and,
Yeah.
hopefully it'll give us a little peek into the future.
Crystal ball gazing a little bit.
Exactly.
That's what we like to do.
See what could be in store for Solana.
Absolutely.
And, of course, for all of you following along.
Yeah, see if we can make some money here.
Exactly.
That's what everyone wants to know.
The big question that we're going to try to answer today,
Right.
can Solana break through that $250 resistance level?
Yeah, that is the big one,
Yeah.
It's kind of been hovering around that 240 mark
Should have.
for a little while now.
Yeah, it's like it keeps hitting this ceiling.
Yeah, like it's stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
It's trying to get through a toll booth.
The toll booth is at $250.
Exactly. And,
There's that line of cars starting to get through.
enough momentum, enough buying pressure.
Exactly, to kind of push through that.
So are there enough cars lined up, so to speak?
That is the question.
Yeah.
Well, looking at the technical indicators, there are definitely some promising signs.
Okay.
One of the big ones that we look at is the MAN CD, which is basically showing a lot of buying momentum.
So like a surge.
Yeah, it's kind of like, the
Yeah.
wind is at Solana's sails.
Okay.
And then you've got the RSI, which is above 50, which is another good sign.
So what does that tell us?
Well, that tells us that the bulls are in control.
Oh.
They have the green light to keep pushing that price up.
All right, so there's some real momentum building.
Definitely.
What happens, though, if Solana actually does break through? What could we see next?
Well, that's when things could get really interesting.
Yeah.
If we look at those Fibonacci retracement levels.
What are those again? Just as a reminder.
So those are, basically guideposts based on historical price movements.
Right.
They can give us potential price targets. And based on those,
Okay.
if Solana breaks through $250, it could climb to $265.
Wow.
Maybe even $278.
That's a pretty big jump.
It is.
But, of course, we always have to be a little bit cautious, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because markets can be unpredictable.
They're like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
They're going to have their ups and downs.
What could potentially throw Solana off course?
Well, even in a bull market, you're going to have dips and
Right.
corrections.
Okay.
That's where support levels come in.
Okay.
Think of these like guardrails
Okay.
that prevent the price from falling too far too fast.
Gotcha.
For Solana, we have a first support level around $240 and then a stronger one at $232.
So these support levels act like a little bit of a safety net.
Exactly.
What happens, though, if those safety nets fail?
Well, that's when we'd start to get a little bit more concerned. A
Yeah.
break below $232
Yeah.
would be a pretty big red flag.
Okay.
It could mean that the bulls are losing steam,
Right.
and we might see further drops,
Yeah.
maybe down to $230 or even $220.
So that's like the warning sign to look out for.
Exactly.
Okay, and on the flip side,
Yeah.
if Solana closes above $250,
Above $250, that's a huge victory
big win.
for the bulls, yeah.
All right, so $250 is that magic number we're watching.
Key level, yeah.
But it's not all about the technical stuff, though, is it?
No, definitely not.
What's happening in the real world with Solana
Yeah, the fundamental.
that is giving it this potential upward push?
That's actually one of the really exciting things about Solana right now.
Okay.
They've got some really solid fundamentals backing it up.
Okay, like what?
Well, for starters, it's established a really strong support base at $225.
So that means even if there are some dips,
Right.
there's a good foundation there.
Exactly. It has something to bounce back from.
Gotcha.
And it's not just about Solana itself. The overall crypto market is looking pretty bullish right now,
It is.
especially with Bitcoin and Ethereum on the rise.
Right.
Their success kind of lifts all boats.
So it's like this perfect storm of
Yeah, you could say about
positive factors.
a lot of things working in its favor.
And you can really see that reflected in the charts you sent.
Absolutely.
Solana's trading comfortably above its 100-hour moving average.
Another bullish signal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So to sum all of this up, it seems like Solana has real potential here.
Definitely.
There's momentum, there's support, and all these positive factors.
a lot to be excited about.
But of course, as always,
Right.
we have to be cautious and watch those support levels.
Got to manage that risk.
Right, because, we don't have a crystal ball.
Nope.
So given all of this, what are your thoughts? Where do you think Solana's heading in the next few weeks?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
I think it's really going to come down to whether or not it can break through that $250 resistance.
So keep your eyes peeled
Eyes peeled, yeah.
for that $250 level.
Exactly.
And of course,
Yeah.
as always, do your own research, stay informed.
Always, always.
And thanks for tuning in to this deep dive into Solana.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.